for the last several weeks, you've been answering questions about, well, in particular last week, about who should the linebacker coach be. And we got the answer to the question. Now we need your evaluation on the hire.
Yeah, so obviously Travis Williams left to UCF to be defensive coordinator, and then it ends up being a co-defensive coordinator spot. So there was an empty position on Miami's coaching staff. And so you shift some things around. You take John Patke from outside linebackers, and he's going to coach inside linebackers along with his special teams duties, which I know some people don't love. But when you have the best kicker in America and the second best punter in America, you know, it's hard to discount the work done on special teams. No, the return game games weren't the greatest. So there were some coverage issues sometimes, but yeah, can't mess with that. So he's going to stay there, and then you go and you bring in Ishmael Aristide from Texas A&M, who's a defensive analyst over there, a tireless recruiter, really, and Aristide's a Miami native. So that's another, you know, native or Miamian or, you know, someone from around here who's back on this staff. First time as an on-field coach at the college level, same with DeMarcus Van Dyke, but also like DeMarcus Van Dyke, really, really, really impactful in the world of recruiting for Texas A&M. Saw a lot of the players from Texas A&M who Aristide had been involved with recruiting and just around on campus, just had great things to say about him. You know, guys like Leon O'Neal, who was a high school American, one of the better safeties in the SEC. Some other guys from the Aggie land were saying things like that, or saying great things about Aristide. So, yeah, you know, I think that he's, you know, I think that he can be good here if given. And so Aristide's going to coach the outside linebackers. So those are going to be your strikers, if you will. I don't know why they call, but yeah. So your second level defenders on the edge there. So like your Gilbert Frierson, your Romeo Finley played that position. You know, hopefully we see some Amari Carter down to that position. You know, guys like that. But yeah, the real benefit is hopefully going to be in the world of recruiting. And, you know, we've wanted Miami to have some ace recruiters for a while. There's usually been like one guy who can recruit in some very deficient recruiting positions. And that has had a negative impact on talent acquisition and recruiting and things like that. Even with Miami getting, you know, top 20, top 15 classes, there's been still the whips, the misses of these elite guys locally at a lot of positions, especially on the defense. If you look at cornerback specifically, safety's been pretty good recruiting, but, you know, obviously defensive linemen as well, even with some really good offensive linemen, you still miss on some and things like that. So really trying to upgrade the defensive chops of the staff that's on field, because those are the guys who are going to have the most impact because they can go in home, go out of, I mean, hypothetically speaking, even though, you know, the NCAA extended their dead period all the way through May to the 1st of June at the earliest. But still, you really want to have some ace recruiters. You want to really go out there. You want to try to get these guys on campus. And, you know, Manny Diaz is all in on that. Aristide is a young, energetic guy, like I said, who's a proven, you know, impactful guy in the world of recruiting. And getting him the on-field job as outside linebackers coach is a big step forward for him. I know some people were talking about Jamar Chaney, I believe his name is, from Mississippi State, who played there and everything, and he's like a linebackers coach or like an analyst who they were looking at maybe stepping up to this job at Miami, and that could have been a good option as well. But overall, you know, I think the Aristide, bringing in Aristide is a good step. I'm not so sure about Patke coaching linebacker, like inside linebackers. You know, think of inside linebackers as if we're running a nickel or like a 4-2-5, the 2 in the middle. You know, though that's where you're talking about inside linebackers. I'm not sure about him coaching that position at this level. We'll see. But I think that even with Patke being unproven at coaching that position, I think the added bonus of Aristide on the recruiting trail should hopefully cover that and more. So very excited to, again, get younger on the coaching staff, get more impactful in the world of recruiting, and another Miami native. So welcome back to the U.